Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So yesterday I was doing my nails and I was like, let me go ahead and film my right hand for you guys since it's been a while since I've done a nail video. So I did do these nails yesterday, but I thought I have two hands, let's do two different manis. So I'm gonna do the same glitter because I really like this glitter right here. So I decided to go with purple for my second hand. Here are the colors that I'm going to be using. These are all from the brand iGel. They have a sale right now. They keep extending it. These are normally retail for $14 each, and right now they're on sale. So I definitely recommend you guys checking out their site. I also did pick up two of liquids. This is a base coat and a top coat, and then I will be using my Kiara Sky Bond. Step number 1, and then step number 3 is the seal and protect to harden the nails, and this is to prep the nails. And also we'll be using my Kiara Sky natural and clear. Clear is to seal the nails, and then the natural is to build my nails before I place my color. So yeah, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I upload 3 times a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. And let's just go ahead and jump right in. So I did prep my nail. I cleaned up my cuticles and also buffed off the shine off of my nail beds. I did this yesterday because I was planning on doing both of my nails yesterday, but then I was like, let me film it. So I think I'm just gonna do a quick buffing, and then I did apply nail tips to kind of have them a little longer. You can kind of see where my nail ends and my natural nail ends, and I just did it like barely any length. I added tips, I glued them on, I filed them, and then I also did rough them up so the powder adheres to it. You kind of want to file like where the nail, your natural nail, and the tip is. That way, so you don't have a dip. So maybe I'll just use my file since I already roughed them up yesterday. So I'm just going to use my nail file instead of my drill and just kind of rough them up again. Since I did do this yesterday, but it's a whole different day now. And I was using a brush, like a makeup brush, to get rid of the dust. But I find that the toothbrush does such a good job, and it's really cheap too. You can replace it every so often. You want to make sure you clean up your cuticles and prep well before you do dip so they don't lift. I find that this hand, in my last set, my left hand didn't lift as much as my right hand, and I feel like I take more time on the hand that I do first. So that's why I decided to do my right hand first to prep better. But yeah. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do first is get my natural. This is just going to be so I can build up my nail. You can just use a clear powder. I have the natural that came in a set that I got from Kiara Sky. So I'm going to use this. So actually what we're going to do is finish prepping our nail, which is the step number 1, which is a bond. You could also just use, I believe people just use like alcohol, and you just want to apply this to your actual nail, not the tip. Anyways, we're going to get started now. So I'm going to go with number 2, which is the base coat. And if you have tips, nail tips, what you want to do is you want to start building your apex. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but where the tip is and where my natural nail, there's like a dip right there. So what I'm going to do is apply the liquid like where my tip and my nail meet, just to kind of start to smooth that part out, or like make it even. So again, I'm just going to be applying the liquid right here and then dip. I do 2 times just in case it is wet still, but you can kind of see that it's starting to make it even. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of my fingers. So I don't want to use a toothbrush right now because it's not hardened yet. So this brush is cool because it's a dual brush, and I use this one for my light colors and then this one for my dark colors, so I kind of know what side to be using. So I'm just going to take off all the excess powder I have here. And now what I'm going to do is go down a little bit more from where I went my first time. So again, going in with the base and going down a little bit further. I did get this tip from a girl here on YouTube, and her nails came out super beautiful, so I'll definitely link her channel down below. She was the one that gave me this idea of how to build my apex, which is the curve, a natural curve of the nail. And she just used a clear powder. She didn't use like a natural powder. I think natural and clear are pretty much the same thing. It's just natural's not as like clear as the clear powder, if that makes any sense. Like if you just wanted a clear coat on your nails, like you're not gonna get it with the natural. I think that's all it is. So I don't want my nails to be too thick. In that video, that girl did 3 layers of clear before she actually went with her color. But I don't want my nails to be too thick. I kind of noticed that they were thick on this hand doing it that way. So I'm just going to do 2 layers. The first one being my nail bed to the fake tip, and then doing another one closer into the cuticle. And now I'm just going to put it away my natural / clear powder. And I'm going to go in with my colors here. So I'm going to start off with the lighter color. So I'm going to do these 2, my pinky and my ring finger. This called Lovely Lavender. And this is just, again, just like a pretty lavender color. And what I'm going to do is kind of go a little bit closer to my cuticle line and then go to the free edge, which is the tip. So I went and grabbed my orange stick. You could also use a Q-tip to clean my cuticle line. So let's go ahead and get started. So oops, I just realized I did the wrong fingers, guys. No. I was supposed to do the dark purple on this one. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to switch it. Now I'm gonna do these 2 lavender and then these 2 dark purple. Dang it, I messed up. You want to make sure you clean off any excess powder before you go in with your dip liquid, because it could contaminate your liquid. I'm going to do 1 more layer, I think. Just like for over here, because I feel like I didn't get my cuticle area very well. And you want to clean up your cuticle before you keep going. That way you have a nice cuticle area, even though mine's not great. With time, I feel like I've gotten better. So I'm done with this one. Now I'm going to go in with my dark color, or the dark purple, which this one is called Vivacious. This is super pretty. And you do want to kind of clean up your cuticle line and try not to get any of the dip liquid onto your skin. Dust off any excess powder. How fun. Different hands. What you want to do is kind of like apply the liquid and then kind of fan out your brush to get closer to the cuticle line, so you don't like over flood it. I'm just using terms others use because I'm not a nail tech. I feel like this is, it looks like it's still a little wet, so I'm gonna dip it again. See how it's not dark in some spots anymore? So definitely just dip your finger in there again. And again, just going in. I pretty much just clean one side of the brush. When I'm like picking it up, I go like this and then not clean both sides, you know what I mean? Cute. Super cute. So now, since those are done, I'm going to go in with my glitter. And this is also by iGel Beauty. This is in the shade Glowing Bella. This is a holographic slash glitter dip. I guess you can use the powder in here over gel to make your nail holographic, or you could also just dip your nail. Look how beautiful this glitter is. Well, this is what looks like. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I pretty much actually just go all the way to my free edge, because instead of dipping it for glitter, you wanna just lay your finger flat. And I just go like this. And then you want to press the glitter in there so it sticks. And you will have some on like by your cuticle line. So what you gotta do is clean it up, and some will flake off. Since this is the only nail I'm doing with glitter, I'm gonna wait a little bit, dust it off, and apply it again. Just wait like 10 seconds or so. And again, dust it off. Super pretty. So now what I'm going to do is apply it again. And again, just kind of, instead of dipping, I'm kind of pushing my finger against the glitter. Tap off excess, and then I'm gonna, you can use actually a Ziploc-y bag, like a sandwich bag or like a snack bag since it's smaller, and push it in so you don't get like powder on your finger. But we're just gonna use my finger. Ooh, super pretty. How fun is this? 2 different nails. And I'm gonna do the marble print on this one so I can show you guys how I did it. But I'm gonna use like 2 different colors instead of just one like I did on this one. So we're done with this, and we actually need to apply a clear coat over our nails. That way we don't file off the actual color. So I'm gonna just use my clear that I have from Sky, and I actually did pick up a clear from iGel Beauty. So you can definitely use any clear powder. I'm just trying to use what I had first. And I'm just gonna dust off everything. I feel like now it's pretty much hardened kind of. So I'm gonna apply my base coat and then encapsulate with clear. You are supposed to be cleaning up your cuticle lines, which I haven't been doing. I always forget this step, but don't forget this step. Okay, so I'm just gonna again dust off any excess. And we are going to close everything. And now we're ready to apply step number 3, which is called Seal and Protect. This one's from Sky. Again, iGel does sell all the steps on their website. If you want to do something more affordable, they keep renewing their sale, so I would definitely recommend. I did end up ordering the step number 3 and step number 1 as well in another order I placed, but it hasn't came to me yet. So I'm just going to be applying this. And this is pretty much a liquid that will harden your nails so you can start filing and shaping them. This hand is taking so much less time than my right hand. They say to do your dominant hand first because you take your time with it. So you gotta wait like 2 minutes for these to harden, and then you can start filing. So I waited actually like 10 minutes. I was doing stuff, but you'll know when these are ready when you kind of hear a clicking noise that they're ready to file. So what I'm gonna do is just again kind of give my shape back with a hand file here, because I do like kind of like the ballerina slash coffin type shape, and I'm just going to kind of file the sides. I haven't used just a nail file to shape my nails, but you definitely can. These ones look like pretty much good. Like I don't even need to file the dark purple ones. Like they look smooth and good. I just need to file like the sides. It's these lighter ones that I kind of messed up on. And plus, I bought the Sky drill, so I'm like trying to get my money's worth out of it and use it for everything. But as you can see, you definitely can use a hand file. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with my drill just around my cuticle area. Then we can do the marble print on this one. If you use a toothbrush, it's just like really gets in there. The bristles are kind of stiffer than an actual like makeup brush. So I definitely recommend a toothbrush. These look super good. Except this one. I think I should have went from, when I did the last coat, when I just did like this part, I should have went all the way down because you can kind of see where I just applied that. I should have buffed it out with this before I went in with clear layer, because if you buff it out before you go in with the clear, sometimes you can kind of even that out and then you can't see where you kind of applied extra. Okay, so I'm all done filing. So for marble nails, what you're gonna need is some permanent markers. You definitely don't need all of these, but I wanted variety to have whenever I did want to have marble nails, so I got this pack from Bic Intensity, and you can see how many beautiful colors you get. And then you also need some rubbing alcohol, and also you need a really small, I used this brush yesterday, but I think I'm gonna switch to a different brush. Let me see. These ones are some like painter's brushes that I bought to do wing liner with. I'm gonna use this one right here. This is just by the brand Royal and Langnickel. This Crafter Choice 4-piece. It's for acrylics, watercolors, oils, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna use this brush right here. I did use an angle brush yesterday and I felt like it was too thick for my marbling. So I'm gonna use this like thinner brush right here. So for this hand, I'm going to do definitely a purple, like a dark purple. And then I want to do like a baby blue, and then, should we do black? I want to do like multicolors because I did only one color on this one, but I want to, you know, get my use out of all these other ones here. So I wonder if instead of using black, I should use like this pink color. Like, should I use these 3 colors? Yeah. I don't want it to look muddy with black, you know what I mean? So we'll do that. So what you're gonna do is make sure your finger is nice and clean. Again, going in with my toothbrush. I'm gonna first, let me take some rubbing alcohol and I'm just gonna apply it some to this cap right here. And you don't need a lot, so I just kind of do it like that. So I'm gonna go with my permanent marker. This is in the shade Playful Purple. And what you're gonna do is just do random lines. And then you're gonna take your brush and dip it in the alcohol. And I kind of tap some off, and I'm just going to go over the marker. And you kind of just want to tap the alcohol over the marker. And then I'm going to go in with this color. Well, you kind of want to wait until it dries so you don't mix the marker with the alcohol. So I'm going to go in with this and just kind of do another line like that. And again, just kind of tapping the color and letting the alcohol do its thing. And again, waiting for it to dry. That looks kind of cool, huh? I'm going to go in with the baby blue and apply some. You can't even see it. This might be a little too light. I'm going to do the dark blue. Ooh, that looks cool, right? So you kind of just play with them, add marks, add more marker or alcohol where you want to kind of blow it out. You kind of want to apply a lot. We're all done. What do we think? These are super cute. Look at these other ones. I like that I'm able to do two different manis. I didn't film this, but I'm gonna have to start doing like filming two different hands. So now we are ready to put my alcohol away and my markers away. And since we are filed and set and all done, we just need to apply our top coat, which is step number 4. We'll move those over there. So with top coats for dip powder, you don't want to like air them out because then they get like opaque. So when you apply it, you just have to leave your hand down. And they say that base coat and top coat are interchangeable. Is that how you say it? That you can use either or. So I can use this top coat as my base. And also, ooh, look at that one. And also as my top coat. And then you can use the base as a top coat too, but I've never done that. And then I'm gonna start again on my thumb. You kind of have to do 2 coats because the first one kind of is a little cloudy and kind of opaque. So you want to make sure that you do it twice so it's shiny. Then you want to close off your top coat and then just kind of wait a couple minutes to make sure everything's dry, and then you are all done. One last step, I almost forgot. You want to hydrate your cuticles, so you want to apply step number 5, which is the Nourish Oil. Here are my 2 hands. This is the final look for this one. Super pretty. What do you guys think? 2 different manis. How fun, huh? I wish I would have done more color on this one. So pretty. So this is the final nails. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.